bring the aircraft up, then push the nose forward, and then a flat spin, coming back into his own smoke, tumbling all the way down, spinning all the way around. Steve absolutely loading his G. Now he straightens the aircraft out after that snap roll, pulls hard back. With that massive G loading of 10 plus and minus, the aircraft, or the pilot, is actually not sitting up straight. He's sort of lying back at about 30 degrees inside the cockpit, and that helps to dissipate the G load across his body. And he's going to need all the help he can. Watch as he comes running in now from the right. 5 degrees up. Slow roll, and then speed it up again. This aircraft was built in 2012. As I said, it's a carbon composite construction, extremely strong. The Lycoming 580 is really slick. Aerodynamically, zero parasitic drag on it. This aircraft was designed and built by Philipp Steinbach in Germany, and he's moved over to the US now, and he's built the Game Bird, which is very similar to that. As I said, Steve is a local boy, husband and a dad. He lives in Manchester, but this aircraft's actually based out of Blackpool. He's an experienced competitor, competing in unlimited category, but new to the display circuit. And we've got to say special congratulations to Steve, because he won 2 weeks ago the current British National Aerobatic Championship in the unlimited category, and he's now 3 times British National Champion at advanced aerobatics, and you can see why. He's also represented GB in Hungary and at the Advanced World Championships in 2025. Side slip, boot full of rudder, keeping the aircraft moving right to left, left to right. And then there's that horrible, horrible slow roll, negative to positive, positive to negative G. So you've got blood, 1 minute it's rushing to your feet, the next minute it's rushing to your head. It's really, really uncomfortable. Positive G is definitely preferable to negative G. Now he's gained some height. You can see, again, comparing it to the Harvard is not fair, but you can see how quickly he can get up to height. Then snap roll the aircraft back down, coming straight into us at the top, right back into the vertical. And again, he's not running out of steam as he goes vertical. He could keep going vertical if he wants to. He's pulling back on the power. He's trying to make the aircraft stall and then wing over at the top. Just a boot full of rudder and then rolling, a sideways spin, not like a flat spin. He's rolling on his side, so a combination of aileron and rudder to control it. Now watch as he pitches the aircraft back up. Snap rolling, still climbing as he snap rolls the aircraft to the top, and then inverted, bringing it back down. The Lycoming 580 from a family of Lycoming engines. They're like the Ford Escort engines of the world. Everybody knows them. Parts are very easy to get hold of. Every mechanic worth his salt will have worked on a Lycoming engine before, so they're pretty bulletproof. Flat 6 engine like a Porsche Boxster. And those flat engines help the gyroscopic motion in the aircraft as well, so it evens out the throw of the pistons. Watch as he comes back in on the 45.
one in the picture, the big fire.
Hitching the aircraft up. Now these aircraft come in 2 seats, so if you ever wanted to subject yourself to 10G, have a word with Steve. Now into the vertical, pulling back on the power, letting the aircraft bleed the airspeed. Now watch as he holds it with the prop, lets it fall back onto its old tail, and flips the aircraft on its back, upside down, floating the aircraft down, then powers up and pulls back around again, pulling negative G. And there he goes with a prop hang, just tickling the power, making it act like a helicopter before he gives it a boot full of rudder, turns the aircraft around, gets the air flowing back over the wing and back into forward flight. It's a combination of footwork, your hands, because the control column is actually, it's the old style, it's coming up between these legs, a big control column, and a lot of these maneuvers you actually need both hands on that control column. You can't do it with a single arm because you're pulling so much G. As I said, the control surfaces are so big. Again, no pneumatic assistance, no fly-by-wire, it's all cables and control surfaces, so you need to be super fit, not just with the 9G and the 10G loading on your body, but to actually move the aircraft physically you have to be in top condition. And look at that, just beautiful slow roll. It's got a torque roll going. Sometimes you can get that going with just the rotation of the aircraft with the propeller. It'll give that little torque roll at the top, and you just let the aircraft do its thing and it will rotate around the torque bleeding off the propeller. So, coming in for the last and final time with the Extreme Air XA41. Bacteri, huge thank you, Steve. He's going to head back now to the airport, land up. We'll hopefully see him again tomorrow. And that means coming up very shortly will be the new aircraft from Canada, the Canada's Auto Gyro, Peter Davis.